Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. I'm doing amazing as always. Ups and downs in life, but always looking at any downs that come. You're going to be looking at them as, oh, that's a step towards my goal because we don't understand what's really happening. So we have to basically look at things happening and say that the universe and God, everything, anything you believe in is working for your better. Um, Now, today's video is going to be about something truly amazing. So this is basically a technique that works so fast and so quickly, it's insane. So I'm going to give an analogy, right? So an analogy would be like I'm from the kickboxing Muay Thai industry, right? When we have our fighters go and compete, we tell them, okay, visualize, yourself winning and have all this mindset. And there's a slew of mental techniques that we use to visualize ourselves winning, a match, right? And what happens is we have this fight coming up, and we got 6 weeks to train, or 8 weeks, or maybe sometimes 2 weeks. We're going in there, with a mindset. And sometimes, you don't have as much training as the other person that you're competing against. Or maybe they have a fight record of, they have 80% win ratio and yours is like 50%. So what you got to do is, in a way, is like what we do is you go through the steps and you kind of have that feeling. And this is similar to any goal. So any goal, anything that you want, you're to basically look at it as, you know what, I don't really need that. I don't really have to have that. I'm going to go through the steps and I want to have it. I do want to see that. For example, if they're looking for a KO in a match, you're looking to stop the match before it goes to the scoreboards. At the end of the match, the judges decide and it's in their hands, whatever they saw. So if you're going for the knockout or the TKO to stop the fight early, we're kind of like saying, okay, you know what, we're going to knock him out in the first round, we're going to KO him in the second round, or whatever it may be, right? It's just like how you have a goal and you're like, well, I want to make X amount of money by next week, or I want to make it 3 weeks later, or whatever. These are all rounds too, in a way, right? And what you do is you literally put it out there that, you know what, I don't really care. You let go of that resistance of that want to go after it and you want it, and you're going to go after this, and that whole heaviness that you have of trying so hard that you get in your own way of receiving it. And that's the same way as, like, when I've seen fighters go out there and they're like, they want the knockout, they want to win, and even people achieving their goals, or even what sets apart the world champions from the national and the provincial champions or state champions. What it does is basically a mindset of, we want that win, or you want that money, or you're an entrepreneur, you want to make that money, but you go through the steps and you release the resistance, you release the aspect of, I want that, but I'm not attached to it. I want that, however, if by chance it's going to happen in a slightly different way or whatever, I'm okay with that. And that's what you want to look at in life, because if you have something, you want to create health, you don't sit there and work hard and try to get your health good. You're probably going to make yourself more stressed doing that. So what you want to do, health, relationships, imagine a relationship. You ever hear the term play hard to get? Well, imagine the people that just, they don't care. There's guys out there that don't even care and they get all the girls in the world, right? And there's girls that don't care and they just get all the guys, right? This happens very, very commonly because when you're chasing, sometimes you're pushing away, right? So to be very careful, to be very soft with your vibration about this, and you want to be very soft and you want to receive it, you want to draw it in. So the tip is, and why this works so fast, is you get into an attitude, because attitude is the key. And this is the key. This is what Earl Nightingale talks, and he preaches to, he mentored Bob Proctor, the late Bob Proctor, who's mentored so many people. So let's talk about Earl Nightingale, right? Earl Nightingale, his magic word, was attitude. So it's all your attitude. What's your attitude towards everything? If you can work on your attitude towards everything in life, all these things that you're worried about, all these things that you're not sure about, all these things that you want in life. Imagine that you take an approach of positive attitude, a negative attitude. That's something that people always talk about. Positive attitude or negative attitude. Well, how about just an attitude of I'm well, an attitude of gratitude, right? You ever heard of that one? An attitude of gratitude, right? An attitude of appreciation, an attitude of I have this, right? So it's a state. So you put yourself into that state, and as we are all like cells, and we all are, microorganisms and that have, like atoms, and like, our bodies are energy, right? So if you change the energy of you emit a different vibration, and that vibration draws in the things that you want. And you might want these things, but before you get them, careful what you wish for. So this way, if you're not really caring as much, you also get to choose. So as it's coming, you're like, hey, wait a minute, I wanted that before, but I don't really need it and I don't really care for it, right? So I'll get that. Maybe I don't want that car anymore, right? So you get a chance to change it. So it's your state. So remember that you are the creation. And by you saying, I don't really need that, like I'm still complete without it, you're releasing all the resistance, the negative energy in your body. Okay. So think of that. Think of that if your health is suffering, if you're constantly thinking and worrying about your health, what's going to happen to your health? It's just going to keep getting worse. I understand your head hurts. I understand your back hurts. I understand, you have a liver pain or you have a stomach pain or you have a knee pain. Those things are real. I get it. But there's a side of it where you'd be like, my attitude is that I have this knee pain, I have this stomach pain. However, my attitude is that I have everything that I need, right? And I'm good. I'm great. My attitude's great. So you have a great attitude. Guess what happens? You start to feel great. So when you start to feel great, then your body composition changes, right? Everything changes, and all those things you want, including health, relationships, finances, whatever it is, just turn around. Try it. You'd be very surprised. Anyways, I'm signing off. Like, subscribe, share. Sharing is important. If you like this message, share it with someone you care about. Thank you. Take care.